Be mindful. You may never know who knows somebody, who kin to somebody, who saw what you posted. Because you're going to have to stand on business. Ross, big homie. First of all, you know it love. Second of all, I got to call a spade when it's a spade. You say you did it for free. Everybody do it for free, Ross.
Diddy and Ross, which are good buddies, okay? They gay. Who? Both. Diddy and Ross.
DC Young Fly shook the whole crowd and set social media on fire after tearing into Rick Ross live on stage, straight up calling him a fraud in front of everybody. What started as a regular high-energy comedy set flipped into a full-blown viral moment when DC ditched the jokes and went straight for Ross's reputation. Witnesses say he first clowned Ross's biggest boss persona, mocking the flashy cars, the mansions, and the lifestyle flexes. Then he dropped the knockout line. "You're not the boss you say you are, you're a fraud." The crowd instantly lost it, gasping and laughing, realizing this wasn't just a skit anymore. It was a straight-up call-out. Clips of the wild exchange spread across Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram within minutes, with Ross himself.
Teflon Don, you know what I'm saying? You know, so it's just...
But then you
we could have those debates, we really could.
Teflon was off the chain.
I mean,
you know
and I like the way you followed up
time.
hustling with pushing it. Like, how did you know to come right back on their ass?
You got to.
Right.
Man, just don't take the foot off the gas at all.
Out of nowhere, Ross stood up and left.
Use the restroom one time and I'm gonna take this jacket off.
Let's do it.
Yeah, you can't.
Man, stay tuned.
You can't take your foot off for nothing.
All gas.
Oh, I'm talking about for life.
Who was actually in the building, looking visibly heated, but keeping quiet as the crowd fueled DC with cheers. Some even said security started inching toward the stage as the tension thickened and the room got way too charged. Online, fans have been split ever since. Some praising DC for exposing the truth about Ross's image, while others think he crossed the line by disrespecting a hip-hop heavyweight. Either way, DC Young Fly's fearless shots at Rick Ross just added another explosive chapter to this year's never-ending streak of comedians clashing with rappers, and this one feels like it's far from over. Rick Ross's infamous phone parties with Diddy ain't just whispers anymore. They're rocking the whole scene with supposed proof hitting the net. DC Young Fly dropped a blurred-out clip that looked harmless at first glance, but the strict NDAS, the no-phone policy, and that all-white dress code screamed that something way more secretive was happening, with the foam acting like a perfect disguise for what nobody was supposed to see. The moment it surfaced, the revelation spread online like wildfire, and right there in the footage, Ross is posted up beside Diddy, caught on tape. Now, rewind 3 years, Ross pulled up to the 85 South show with DC Young Fly, Carlos Miller, and Chico Bean. At first, it was all laughs, jokes, and good vibes, until suddenly the energy shifted. Out of nowhere, Ross stood up mid-convo and bounced, never coming back. Later, he brushed it off with a scheduling conflict, but DC Young Fly has since called that story a straight-up lie in an interview, sparking the feud all over again and hinting that there's way more brewing in the background. That call-out shook the industry, leaving fans and insiders buzzing with questions. Some now believe Ross dipped because he didn't want to face the tough questions, the kind you can't edit out, the kind that could crack open what's really going down at those so-called private parties. And now everyone's left wondering, was that blurred footage just a teaser? Or the first warning shot exposing the secrets they've been trying so hard to hide? People started asking, what was Ross really running from? Even after acting shady, Ross brushed the whole thing off, saying DC Young Fly should just feel lucky he even popped in for 3 minutes. But then Ross dropped a video online that only made things look worse, clearly trying to kill the conversation, but instead raising way more questions.
I'm gonna say, first of all, I don't give a
Yeah, I get it.
but I give a because
Try to make it bad.
with you as a person.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Before, okay, let's just say before all that happened, right?
Yeah.
Let's just say before all that happened. Bro, I'm listening to you, Ross. I feel like you wanted to, hey! Shut the f*** up! I'm listening to you, Ross. I feel like you probably one of the best lyricists from the South that we got. You dig what I'm saying? Like, you poetic, bro. When I listen to your music, I think you put a lot of time and effort into this.
He rambled in circles, talking nonsense like he was scrambling to grab control of the story again. Suddenly, it wasn't just some internet spat anymore. This was personal. DC wasn't letting Ross twist the narrative either. He stepped forward and made it clear what really went down and why the tension exploded in the first place. Witnesses claimed there were 200 in the back, but Ross bailed anyway. That left the big question: where exactly was he going, and why did he vanish so fast? Rumors immediately popped up, linking him to Diddy beyond just music, hinting at deeper ties and hidden motives nobody dared spell out loud. Then DC threw gasoline on the fire by dropping a blurred clip from a foam-filled, all-white private party at Ross's Promised Land estate.
The moment you leave our show, you went and did a podcast, a white podcast. You sat your ass right there for almost 2 hours.
And didn't leave.
And you talked. And the white folk asked your ass, was you a correctional officer?
Yeah.
We would have never asked you no that, nigga. We got respect for you.
Right.
And you sat right there and you answered that question so eloquently.
Right.
Eloquently.
Eloquently, right.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Guests reportedly had to sign NDAs, give up their phones, and got lost in clouds of soap that covered up everything. And the timing, too perfect. DC posted it right after Ross hyped another pool party for August 2nd, even claiming DC would be there. The message was crystal clear. This was a warning shot straight to the industry. Now, every celebrity pool party is under heavy scrutiny. Ever since the freak-off allegations around Diddy, nothing is sliding under the radar anymore. Old receipts are resurfacing, and even Ross's own music is catching heat. People keep bringing up that 2013 lyric where he bragged, "Put Molly all in her champagne," a line that's haunting him harder than ever today.
Look, bro, listen, man. I came to your podcast. I came for free, homie, no charge. I did it on Face, homie. I didn't ask you what your analytics was and this and that. I came on Face, homie, to show love. And don't make it like I walked off on you. I left early. Rose had some other things to do too. But guess what? I came for free.
Ross started saying things that made no sense.
And next time I come for free, at least have me some lemon pepper Wingstop at that. You heard me? But I came for free. I ain't charge you. You feel me? Don't talk about Rose other business. I came and did that for free. And what is the analytics? How the show doing anyway, man? I'll come back on it, and when I'm gonna walk off that the next time, and this bitch say, "Rose, was I doing?" Of course not.
She ain't even know it. That one lyric wrecked Ross's brand deals back in the day, but now it's being replayed like a breadcrumb, leading to something way darker. 50 Cent himself even fired shots, teasing that his upcoming Diddy documentary could blow the lid off hidden bottles, secret parties, and women saying they couldn't even remember the nights. Back then, those whispers got brushed aside as wild talk, but with lawsuits piling up and leaks dropping left and right, it's starting to look like a chilling pattern. That phone party clip DC Young Fly posted took on a life of its own. Fans slowed it frame by frame like detectives hunting for clues. One detail jumped out: a mysterious guest who wasn't on the invite list. They didn't arrive with Ross and they didn't leave with Diddy, but they rocked a thick metallic bracelet stamped with a strange emblem. Fans instantly compared it to paparazzi pics of someone tied deep inside Diddy's inner circle, and while no official names or faces have been confirmed, the implication was explosive. Then came the sinister twist. Back in 2018, Jonathan O.T. opened fire at Trump National Doral. Later, under police questioning, he ranted about being kept as a slave by Diddy, dragging Ross's name into it too, and claimed both were tied to secret rituals. At the time, the internet laughed it off, calling him a conspiracy nut. But now, after Cassie's lawsuit and these leaked clips, People are rewatching that footage with a whole new lens of unease. Jonathan even spoke about so-called satanic rituals, and while none of it's been proven, the timing of his story suddenly hits way harder. Now the narrative swirling around Ross and Diddy has taken a darker, more suspicious turn than anyone saw coming. Jonathan accused some of the most powerful names of being tied to so-called satanic rituals.
Ross, big homie. First of all, you know it love. Second of all, I got to call a spade when it's a spade. You say you did it for free. Everybody do it for free, Ross. You ain't the only nigga who did it for free. T.I. do it for free. Busta Rhymes did it for free. Snoop Dogg did it for free. Everybody who sat on that couch do it for free.
Dropping words like Bohemian Grove and the Bull, which he described as a dark branch of the Illuminati. He claimed these networks trapped him under contracts, infected him with an STD, and used heavyweight lawyers like Kenny and Ben Ellis to bury the truth and shield the elite from exposure. Jonathan even alleged Ross had his own secret agenda running quietly in the background the whole time. As wild as it all sounded, one detail stood out as way too real to ignore. During a BET Lifetime Achievement Award speech, Ross publicly thanked Kenny Zeiss by name on live TV. In front of millions, he said, "I thank my brother, Hall Pierre Kenny Missiles."
Now, that wasn't the biggest moment. Now, that's one of the viral moments, but Boosie episode 8 million. Got Country Wayne, shit like 6-7 million. Like, we do numbers, we do analytics. Our analytics, we was the biggest before you came, and we was the biggest afterwards. So you always got room to come back to be on the biggest podcast in the world, correct? You dig what I'm saying? But when you call a spade, it get hot.
That one shout out made Jonathan's so-called ramblings look far less random. Piece by piece, his claims, rituals, NDAS, tapes, Cassie, secret parties are being echoed or confirmed by outside sources. Suddenly, those infamous phone parties don't look playful at all. The thick suds, the all-white dress code, the phone bans, the NDAs. It all feels less like a pool party and more like some twisted initiation ritual. The narrative has shifted from rumors to full-on suspicion at lightning speed. The strangest part, old clips show Diddy and Ross covered in foam, laughing and washing cars side by side like a skit gone wrong. In one moment, Ross jokes, "You know that tip's gonna be good," a line fans now see as a cryptic inside joke hiding something darker. And when DC Young Fly dropped his blurred party footage, it hit like a direct shot at the whole operation. But things took an even wilder turn when DC went live, holding back tears, revealing he realized one of his own homeboys had secretly been hating all along. A gut-punch betrayal that added another dangerous twist to this already explosive saga. DC's tone didn't sound like he was snapping at random trolls. This cut way deeper, like somebody in his own circle took a shot at him online. He reminded everybody that the old rules still apply and certain moves will get you checked in real life. The vibe was heavy, almost like a coded warning shot.
But you didn't eat it. And we respect when shit to do, bro. Just tell us as soon as you come in, "Hey, little homies, I got an hour." Bet, we gonna try to get you in. Man, we gonna try to get you in about 45 minutes so you can make it to your next destination. Don't look act like you doing us a favor and then just leave her without saying something. Just say something so we can know what's going on, gang. We ain't tripping. We'll push back up. Your team, we called your team. We called the person who we called when you was on the way. Guess what they said? We don't know where he...
DC held back on dropping names, but he knew the internet would start connecting dots for him. And let's be real, he's not some clout chaser. He's been inside the machine. Footage even shows him at Combs Enterprises with the 85 South crew pitching to revolt. And word is, Diddy once called DC personally to book a comedy gig. That alone tied him closer to the inner circle and fueled whispers about what he might have witnessed behind the curtain. Here's where the rumors turn dark. It's not just that Diddy threw wild parties, but that he allegedly documented everything. Rooms, hallways, cars, phones, and bowls said to be recorded, not just replayed. That chilling rumor gave DC's blurred foam clip a whole new weight, almost like a coded message to insiders. Your free ride is over. Those slippery soap jokes don't feel funny anymore. With all the NDAS, no phone policies, and leaked side angles, people started realizing the phone wasn't just for party vibes, it was cover, hiding what was really happening underneath. That revelation lit alarm bells far beyond social media and pushed the story into dangerous new territory. And then came the legal threats, emails arriving crisp, polished, and typed up way too clean to be random. Demands to remove or face action, full of legal jargon, defamatory, mischaracterizing, dropping straight into inboxes. Suddenly, the comedy clash turned into a legal war zone, with high-powered suits stepping in to shut things down.
Come to the Ricky Rose estate, August 2nd, for the pool party. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to DM my DC Young Fly, tell him come out there. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? It's going to be a vibe, August 2nd, hosted by DC Young Fly.
Yet nobody ever said what was actually false. Nobody denied who was at those parties. Nobody explained the bracelet, and nobody addressed the NDA. Insiders say it looked like a textbook play, running the clock, pressuring people into panic, scrubbing posts, and pushing platform suppression to bury the narrative before it caught fire. But behind the curtain, quiet panic is spreading fast across the industry. Whispers claim DC's blurred foam clip wasn't the big reveal at all. It might have just been the opening shot in a wave of even bigger leaks. Multiple camps are already lawyering up, digging through old hard drives and issuing hush orders to anyone who ever stepped foot in those private events. And according to sources, a mysterious third party could be holding unreleased footage that doesn't just show foam and dancing, but hidden hallways, back entrances, and faces that were never meant to see daylight. Just the rumor of that alone has publicists, managers, and attorneys scrambling to control the story before it detonates. Meanwhile, fans are in full detective mode, cross-referencing flights, dates, and old Instagram posts, building timelines of every move these players made. They're spotting matching bracelets, color-coded guest lists, even security details that hint at a highly organized underground network running these gatherings like a secret club. And now, every new screenshot, rumor, or email could trigger lawsuits, NDAS, or straight-up retaliation. The feeling out there is that what's already leaked is just the tip of the iceberg, and the next drop could be catastrophic for everyone tied in. Even a few seconds of the clip are already getting demonetized, flagged, and slapped with age restrictions, while captions using the word alleged are being hit too. That alone tells people the stakes are higher than anyone realized. All of this feels designed to spook platforms into pulling posts and pressure creators into censoring themselves. But DC Young Fly isn't just another account lost in the algorithm. His fan base rides with him everywhere, and he's proven he can take the heat without folding. Meanwhile, that blurred clip keeps making its rounds while Ross stays online acting like nothing ever happened, posting like the storm doesn't even exist. People say leaks eventually fade, but insiders are whispering about a longer cut of that footage, sitting in someone's private stash. And if that cut ever sees daylight, it won't just be foam and shadows. It'll show exactly who was standing where, who moved a certain way, and which faces were caught when nobody thought the cameras were rolling. That possibility is hanging over this whole conversation like a thundercloud, hinting that an even bigger bombshell could drop at any moment. These fragments alone are already rewriting how the public views Ross and the entire circle. But one full video would blow the story wide open, leaving no space for spin, no silence strong enough to bury it. And trust me, you don't want to miss when that moment hits, so make sure you subscribe to Dripzine right now. Hit that like button, drop a comment, and share this video with everyone you know, because this saga is only getting wilder from here.